Welcome to the Kemetic Chapel service. This series is an active service for kemetics, pagans, and any others who feel drawn to the Netjeru. There is a theme for each episode. These themes will include gods, an aspect of kemeticism, or inspiration from ancient Egypt. You are invited to light a candle, incense, and give offerings when those actions come up in service. However, this is completely optional and only suggested to add to your own personal experience at home. The service today will center on Aset. We will begin with our opening prayer. Please be comfortable and breathe. You are invited to light a candle at this time. O rise, Khepera. O rise, Ra-Harakti, great ones in the sky. Sekhmet rages for you. Bast reveres you. Wadjet protects you. Nekhbet cares for you. And Jehudi toils for you every day. The lions are at your side, the valley before you. The goddess Aset, known more widely as Isis, is one of the most popular goddesses in modern-day practices. She is a goddess of magic and the throne of Egypt. Aset is the wife of Wasir, also known as Osiris, and mother of Harusa Aset, Horus the Younger. She was often equated with the scorpion goddess Serket, as well as the star Sirius, who is the goddess Sopdet. As popular as she is today, Aset held an equally impressive cultus in ancient Egypt. Her worship spread far and wide. She was so well loved that her temples were built outside of Egypt, spreading into Rome and going north into the modern-day United Kingdom. The myths about Aset highlight how strong she is. They express her power, instinct, drive, ruthlessness, and need to survive. The love of Wasir and Aset is deeply rooted in her myths, being a driving force for many of her actions. Tragedy plays a large part in Aset's myths, and she has to overcome many challenges. The myth of Wasir's death and Aset's challenge to reassemble him featured in many mystery plays or rituals. Aset and her sister Nebtet were directly responsible in establishing Wasir as the king of the dead. But in doing so, Aset was forever separated from him. The only comfort she had was her child, the future king, Harusa Aset. But he was a sickly child and needed protection. Aset's brother, Set, had killed Wasir and would kill Harusa Aset if he had the opportunity. It was Aset's priority to keep her child safe, however she could. This meant making deals and even tricking other gods. One of her more famous myths is part of this motivation. To secure power for her son and his right to the throne, Aset arranges for the sun god Ra to be poisoned. While he is ailing, Aset approaches. She offers her aid in exchange for Ra's Ren, his true name. He reluctantly gives it, and Aset heals him. With Ra's Ren, Aset now has power over him, and his power is given to Harusa Aset in turn. Aset is one of the most powerful goddesses in ancient Egyptian pantheon. While often thought of as a magician, she can also be a trickster. She did what she needed to do to not only survive, but to ensure the future of her son. There is an abundance of tragedy in Aset's myths, but she always overcomes, motivated by love for her family. I invite you to light incense and give offerings at this time. The offerings are placed, the incense is burned, for the pleasure of Aset, just as the lotus is at the nose of Ra. Praises are given to Aset, mistress of magic, radiant one in her time. Be praised, O Lady of the Stars, Sopdet in heaven. You who are most beloved of Wasir, Lady of the world, Aset the Great, be praised, be praised. As we conclude our service, let us take a moment of quiet. I invite you to close your eyes and begin some deep breathing. Today we have connected with the gods and ancestors. We have actively sought their presence in our day. We have engaged in the active participation and establishment of Ma'at. Our breath is restored to us by the Netjeru. May we use it well. We will now conclude the service with a prayer. Zeptepi is upon us, born on every horizon. May we be blessed, conceived by Sekhmet, born of Shizemtet, shaped by Khnum upon his wheel. The Netjeru hear our prayers, nourished by Ma'at. Thank you for joining me today in celebration and reflection of the Netjeru. I hope this service has allowed you to better connect with the gods and the ancient land of Kemet. May you go out into the world with Ma'at in your heart and live well.